How do I overcome addiction? Good question. So a lot of people are not addicted to their addictions. Their biggest addiction is their thoughts. So their word enters their thoughts enter their mind, and then bleeds into their heart, and then bleeds into behavior. So you cannot be addicted if you don't trust your thoughts. So what is the biggest addiction over cannabis or over, these things, is not the substance itself. It's the thought, right? It's the thought. So when you focus on your thoughts, then they overtake you. What you entertain, you allow to enter, right? So if you think all the time, lustful thoughts, lustful thoughts, lustful thoughts, lustful thoughts, then what's going to happen is lustful feelings and lustful behavior. It's the byproduct. So people try to cut it at behavior, but that's like trying to cut the weeds at the top and not pulling it out by the root. We have to get it out of the root. That's why God says, lean not on your own understanding. That's why he says, my thoughts are not your thoughts, Isaiah 55, verse 8. My way is not your way. He's trying to explain to you, hey, guys, I'm just letting you know, whatever's in your mind, those things are not from me. You are to pretty much take it into obedience, take it captive, bring it to the obedience of God, right? So, but people, they think that their thoughts, the greatest deception, especially in addiction, is they think their thoughts are their thoughts. That's the issue here. They think like, oh, my thoughts are my thoughts about everything. That's not true because, it's obviously from the enemy. Why would he lead you? Why would God lead you to addiction? He wouldn't. So that's why it's important to disconnect from your thoughts. But the world tells you to trust your thoughts. God says, lean not on your thoughts and lean not on your own understanding. Same thing. People say in this world, follow your heart, follow what your heart tells you. Literally, the Bible in Jeremiah 17, verse 9 says the heart is deceitful. So either God is wrong or the world is wrong. I'm pretty sure the world is wrong. But the issue is, right, people keep thinking like, oh, no, God is, my heart and God's heart is the same. It's not. It's not. So yeah, easy question. How to stop addiction is an easy question. Just ask me what you want, broski. Alrighty. Why did Jesus say that he didn't know? Okay, so now you're asking the tough questions. Okay, there you go. That's all you had to ask. What the heck? Why did Jesus say he didn't know the hour? Oh, you stumped me. Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you, right? You guys ever wonder that? How come Jesus says, right, I determine, right, that day not to know the hour, nor angels, right? He's talking about Mark 13:32, guys. You guys know that scripture? It's very famous. A lot of people use it. He cannot be omniscient, omnipresent, right? Omnipotent. If he claims he doesn't know everything, because that's counter to what is going on. So you guys have to understand, right? Why did Jesus say he didn't know the hour? It's not because he lacked knowledge. He laid it down. Sheesh, that's a bar. Do you know what that means? He never stopped being God, right? There's two things. Jesus never stopped being God, and he never stopped being humble. What does that mean, right? Does that mean that Jesus didn't know everything, so he wasn't fully God on earth? No. Jesus was always fully God, guys. He's teaching a lesson about divine surrendering. Wow. Did you catch that? He's teaching, I'm going to surrender these things, my divinity even, to you, God. And why I ask you if you read the Bible and how many times you read the Bible, brother, and also if you understand lexiconically what that means, which means the original language, lexicon, Coney Greek, understand? Because he's speaking here in the New Testament, which is Coney Greek. You have to understand what he means. So do you speak Coney Greek? Probably not. So I'll teach you a little bit, okay? I'll teach you guys a little bit. When he says, but of that day and that hour knoweth not man, knoweth, no. Do you guys know what this word and know means in Coney Greek? How do you say it? It's edo, E-I-D-O. You can Google this. Don't take my word for it. If you want, you can Google it. Edo literally means to perceive or to be or to see or to be aware, right? But the way he used it was, I determined not to regard or to fix my attention. He determines not to fix his attention. Do you guys understand what I'm saying?